Welcome back to part 4 of the devlog series. Today we're going to be going over what I've been working on in the past 2 months. Normally I like to upload every month, at least, but I've been doing some repetitive work and that took a while to get done. Just glad it is done, but I finally have something I can sort of update with. Mostly like customization, and we're getting pretty close to having something to show. You know what I mean? Like overall, there's some gameplay in there now. This is the main menu, and I've finished adding in all the 7 races. They're all playable. They're also customizable, which I'm just going to show in a second here. They each have their own elements. They have their buffs, their debuffs. Like, there's a point to choosing different races based on your playstyle. It's not just going to be aesthetic. The customization system is pretty complex, very similar to other modern customization systems. I do have a tutorial on this, by the way, in case anybody is wondering. I made it November last year. It basically just grabs the vertices based off of Blender's vertex color system and integrates that into the code. Our skills are mostly done, aside from like passive wise, like the combat skills like parrying, and that still needs some work. But it's getting done slowly. Life skills are now a thing. So what that means is there's just side things. It's nothing really important to the game, just more things to do. Like collecting rare mounts, like horses. It's not just going to be horses. There's going to be rare mounts with like super high rarity that you can go and collect. It also is going to help you travel across the big world faster, aside from the ships. Your stable will only be able to hold 10 for now. I haven't quite decided on a number for the max amount of mounts yet. Right now I'm just trying to get the functionality in, but it works. I have questing now. It's the code is almost complete, like as in terms of like a whole component where I can just add it in and just make quests on the fly. It is getting done very slowly, but I mean, hey, it works. The AI will now follow you depending on the mission. So like you can have companions that'll help you fight. However, it's not fully integrated. It's not as complex as I would hope it'd be. Right now, he just kind of runs at them and attacks. And if you're far enough away from the enemy, they'll attack each other. But for now, it's just that basic. So there's going to be little coins scattered throughout that you can collect. And also, I wanted to kind of there's another life skill I implemented. Now this one's almost fully implemented. It's going to be hand in hand with enchanting and smithing. Is you just go mining the resources that you need to smith certain armors and that. Now it is a little choppy right now. I'm gonna cut to a refresh, just because it's baking shaders while we're playing. So this is how the quest system works. You activate one quest at a time as your focus quest, and it'll kind of direct you onto where you need to go on the top in the compass there. Right now we're headed towards a bandit leader, which is fully functional. So like the way this cave is going to work is once you clear it out for good until you reset your game. Same with the servers, like when you're online. So I'm gonna, if other players clear a certain cave, and it'll be cleared, but just to keep the kind of realism within the world that you're in. Eventually over time I'll probably add some codes where they'll fill back up in case the server's running too long, or just to fill those gaps. But for the most part, yeah, I mean the servers aren't going to be too big, so it shouldn't be big of an issue of people just clearing out all the caves. There's going to be tons of them. This is the leader, so that the quest will track over him, or it'll track over whatever you need to do, really. That part's pretty functional. And then the quest will just pop over to the other guy, and you just complete it. Now I wanted to get to the final part that I wanted to show was more detail towards the combat system. As we can see, I have an enemy at the bottom there. Alright, so I added executions and don't mind the animation. All that matters is you can do the animation and he drops dead. Like I said earlier, somebody's making them a lot better. They're just placeholders. We have body part removal, which, I mean, doesn't sound good on paper, but it looks cool in the game, and it's a bunch of detail. It does bleed. I have flesh at the end of each limb. It's going to take a minute here. You have to find the sweet spot, but it works. You can take the arms off, the legs, and the head. What I plan on doing with this is making it a feature as well. So let's say there's a bounty on somebody's head since they committed a bunch of crime in like a city, or for example, and you could kind of hunt down other players and collect their head and turn it in for a bounty. That's what I plan on doing. This is saying not everything gets added in. I'm hoping this one does though. This is the code I use to grab the vertices. So what this is you basically just color your vertices in Blender and use this to grab that. And yeah, that's the end of my update. I hope to see you guys in a month. Thank you for watching.